Tucked away in the Sierra Madre Occidental Mountains in western Mexico, Tepic calls to you with the promise of real experiences. Here, lively markets buzz with colorful fabrics and the sound of people laughing. It's like a Greek street market, but with a Mexican twist. Walk through sunny plazas, decorated with fancy arches and the sweet music of street musicians, almost like a relaxed afternoon in Aristotle Square in Thessaloniki. Whether you want to dive into culture, discover history, or just get away from everyday life, Tepic promises you a trip you'll never forget. Tepic's history is built right into its foundations, a cool mix of pre-Hispanic roots and Spanish colonial style. The native Cora and Huichol people have left their mark on the city's culture. Grand colonial buildings popped up, making Tepic beautiful with fancy fronts, secret courtyards, and a classic, elegant feel. The cobblestone streets lead you through impressive cathedrals and charming plazas. Each one tells stories from the past. Tepic beats with the warm, welcoming rhythm of Mexico. It's the heart of Nayarit, a state known for its amazing natural beauty. More than just a city, Tepic shows the true spirit of its people. You'll feel it in the lively talks at cozy cafes and the shared laughter as you enjoy traditional dishes. It's almost like having coffee with friends. Let your sense of adventure guide you and discover the hidden gems of this charming city. Every city has a heartbeat, a main spot where life comes together, and the rhythm of the city can be felt. In Tepic, this heart beats in the Plaza de Armas. Surrounded by fancy old buildings and under the shade of old trees, the square is a lively picture of everyday life. Street vendors offer a mix of flavors, from fresh juices to warm elotes with chili and lime. This is Tepic in its purest form, a place where time seems to stop and the small joys of life are front and center. The Grand Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception stands tall on the north side of Plaza de Armas. Its two twin towers reach up to the blue sky, and you can see them from far away. They're like a beacon of faith and a symbol of Tepic's strong spirit. They almost remind you of the towers of Cologne Cathedral, just a bit smaller. Inside, it's really impressive, with tall arches, colorful stained glass windows, and a golden altar that glows in the soft candlelight. The cathedral is like a living museum of religious art, showing the faith and dedication that have shaped Tepic for hundreds of years. It's like a small German Münster, full of history and stories. From the Plaza de Armas, take a nice walk down Avenida México, which is the main street of Tepic. This busy walking street is a lively mix of old and new, where old buildings from way back now have cool shops and cute cafes. Every building tells stories from Tepic's exciting past, from the big houses of rich traders to the lively, almost like hangout spots, clubs. Stop at one of the many cafes along the avenue and enjoy a cup of local coffee, which many say is some of the best in Mexico. For a real taste of Tepic, just walk a few blocks from Avenida México and head to Mercado, Juan, Escutia, the biggest and busiest market in the city. This busy maze of stalls and sellers is a feast for your senses, a burst of colors, smells, and sounds. Chat with the friendly vendors. Their smiles are as warm as the Mexican sun. Mercado Juan Escutia isn't just a market. It's a dive into the culture, a symphony of senses that will leave a lasting mark on your trip to Tepic. Tepic comes alive with a buzzing energy during its many celebrations, a testament to the city's deep-rooted traditions and its love for celebration. One of the most looked forward to events is the Feria Nayarit, a 2-week-long big event that happens every year in March. Traditional dance groups, dressed in colorful outfits, charm the audience with their graceful moves and rhythmic steps. The air is filled with the sounds of mariachi bands, their trumpets and violins filling every corner of the city with lively tunes. The Feria Nayarit is more than just a festival. It's a celebration of Tepic's identity, a vibrant tapestry woven from generations of tradition, joy, and cultural pride. No trip to Tepic is complete without tasting the flavors of its rich food history. Start your food adventure with Tepic's special dish, pescado zarandeado, which is a mix of smoky, spicy, and sour tastes. For a real local food experience, make sure to try birria, a traditional stew made with goat or beef cooked slowly. Look for vendors selling elote, which is grilled corn with mayonnaise, cheese, chili powder, and lime. It's super tasty. And for something sweet, cool down with a glass of tejuino, a refreshing drink made from fermented corn that's sweet and a little sour. Tepic is a city where old traditions are kept alive through the art of the native Huichol and Cora people. The Huichol make amazing art with tiny glass beads, which they carefully place one by one to make fancy designs. The Cora are known for their colorful yarn paintings, called Nayaritas. In galleries and shops all over Tepic, you'll find Huichol and Cora art, which gives you a special chance to take a piece of this rich culture home with you. By buying their art, you're not just helping them make a living, but you're also helping to keep their culture alive for future generations. Music and dance are deeply woven into the life of Tepic, a lively expression of the city's heart and soul. From the happy rhythms of mariachi bands to traditional dances passed down through the years, the streets of Tepic come alive with the sounds and movements of celebration. Mariachi music, with its trumpets, violins, guitars, and passionate voices, is a core part of Mexican culture. Traditional dances, often shown at festivals and cultural events, give us a glimpse into Tepic's rich history. These sudden bursts of joy and tradition are proof of Tepic's strong spirit, where music and dance are not just ways to have fun, but a key part of the city's cultural identity. Tepic's history unfolds like a captivating novel, with each chapter etched deep into the city's heart. The Cora and Huichol people, with their deep spiritual connection to the land, created a beautiful tradition of customs and beliefs that remain alive today. Like a forest of stories and traditions, archaeological sites like the ruins of Ixtlan del Rio show us what life was like before the Spanish arrived, with their impressive pyramids and ceremonial platforms. It truly takes your breath away, as we would say. The remnants of this rich history surround you and are waiting for you to discover them. To really dive into Tepic's exciting past, you have to visit the Regional Museum of Anthropology and History. The museum is in a beautifully fixed-up building from the 1700s. It's full of amazing old things and displays that bring Tepic's history to life. We can see old pottery, stone carvings with fancy designs, and learn about the tools and weapons the native people used. The Regional Museum of Anthropology and History isn't just a place where the past is kept. It's a way to understand the heart and soul of Tepic. Tepic's story isn't just about ancient cultures and colonial influences. It's also about the echoes of revolution and the fight for independence. In the early 1800s, as the flames of revolution spread across Mexico, Tepic played a key role in the fight against Spanish rule. In 1810, the city became a hotbed of revolutionary action, with local rebels taking up arms against the Spanish authorities. One of the most important figures of this time was José María Mercado, a priest who rallied the people of Tepic to the cause of independence. His passionate speeches and strong commitment to freedom inspired countless people to join the fight. Even though Mercado was captured and executed by the Spanish, his legacy lived on, fueling the fires of rebellion. Today, Tepic honors Mercado's sacrifice with a prominent monument in the city center, a reminder of the courage and determination that eventually led to Mexico's independence. As you stand before this monument, take a moment to think about the sacrifices made by those who fought for freedom, shaping the destiny of Tepic and the nation. Tepic is a testament to how powerful history can be. The city's cobblestone streets, its colonial-era architecture, and ancient ruins are not just things from the past, but living memories of the people and events that made Tepic the city it is today. As you walk through Tepic's historic center, take a moment to admire the beautiful details of its colonial-era buildings, the stories carved into their old facades. Stand in the plazas, where generations of locals have gathered to talk, celebrate, and just enjoy life. Listen for the echoes of laughter, music, and conversations that have filled these places for centuries. Tepic's commitment to preserving its heritage is seen in the careful restoration of historic buildings, the establishment of museums and cultural centers, and the vibrant traditions that continue to thrive. But Tepic hasn't stayed in the past. The city is embracing the future with open arms and blending its rich heritage with a modern and cosmopolitan spirit. New restaurants offering innovative foods, fashion boutiques showcasing local designers, and art galleries with contemporary artists are all part of Tepic's changing picture. Hidden on a quiet street, just a stone's throw from the busy Juan Escutia market, is Dona Maria's Cafe. It's a place you could easily walk past if you weren't looking for it on purpose. The cafe looks simple from the outside, with a worn blue door and a handwritten sign that just says coffee and chat. Step inside, and you'll be greeted by the smell of fresh coffee and Dona Maria's warm smile. Dona Maria has been running this cafe for over 50 years. Her cafe is a meeting place for the community and shows the spirit of Tepic. The cafe walls are filled with old photos, each one a window into Tepic's past. Here's Dona Maria as a young woman, standing proudly behind the counter. There are photos of local festivals, weddings, and everyday moments. As you sip your coffee, maybe a traditional café de olla, Dona Maria might tell you some of her stories. She'll tell you how Tepic has changed over the years. Listen closely, because her words carry the wisdom of experience and the warmth of human connections. High above Tepic, sitting on a steep hill overlooking the city, is the Cerro de la Cruz. It's a place of amazing beauty where you can see the city, the huge valley, and the far-off peaks of the Sierra Madre Occidental. But the Cerro de la Cruz is more than just a place to see the view. It's a place full of old stories. The story goes that a terrible sickness hit the land. Fear filled the hearts of the people. One night, a group climbed the Cerro de la Cruz carrying a wooden cross. They put the cross up and prayed to be saved from the bad things happening. As the sun came up, the sickness started to go away. The cross became a sign of hope and belief. The feeling of peace and calm you get at the top of Cerro de la Cruz is definitely real. One of the greatest joys of traveling is getting to meet people from different cultures, hearing their stories, and learning more about the world. In Tepic, these connections often happen naturally, starting with a shared smile, a chance meeting, or a willingness to have a good chat. I found this out when I was looking around the Mercado Juan Escutia market. While I was admiring a vendor's colorful fabrics, which were handmade by local artists, I started talking to a woman named Isabella. Isabella, with her warm smile and bright eyes, told me about the different weaving methods, what the patterns mean, and the stories behind each piece. As we talked, we found out we both loved art, music, and the beauty of Tepic. Isabella invited me to get coffee at a nearby cafe, and with warm cups of café de olla, we talked even more. We talked about our families, our dreams, and our views on life. It was a conversation that went beyond language barriers, cultural differences, and the usual tourist local dynamic. It was a real connection, a reminder that deep down, we are all connected through being human. As I said goodbye to Tepic, my heart was full of the warm memories I'm taking with me. I'll remember the lively energy of the plazas, the stories whispered by the walls of old buildings, the flavors that danced on my tongue, and the kindness of the people I met along the way. Tepic is a city that slowly shows its magic, gently pulling you in and leaving a mark on your soul. It's a city that honors its past, keeps its heritage alive, and at the same time welcomes the future with open arms. The story of Tepic keeps being written, a tapestry woven with threads of tradition, resilience, and the tireless spirit of its people. As you travel through this charming city, let yourself get carried away by its rhythm. Enjoy the unexpected meetings and taste the moments that make Tepic truly unforgettable. Tepic is more than just a place to visit. It's an experience, a journey of discovery, and a reminder that sometimes the greatest treasures are found in places that whisper instead of shout. Come discover the magic of Tepic and let its spirit stay with you long after you say goodbye. Tepic, you really surprised me. You weren't just a quick stop on a well-known path. You were like a cool breath of fresh air, a bright tapestry, woven from history, culture, and the strong spirit of your people. You wrapped me in the warmth of the Mexican sun, the smell of roasted coffee, beans floating in the air, and the sound of laughter echoing in your sunny town squares. I walked your cobblestone streets, each step a trip back in time. I stood in awe of your old colonial buildings, the whispers of the past carved into your old walls. I felt the energy of your lively markets, a mix of colors, smells, and the friendly chats of the sellers. I climbed Cerro de la Cruz, with the city spread out below like a colorful rug, and felt a deep peace fill me up. And at the heart of it all, I found the true spirit of Tepic, the warmth, the kindness, and the strength of your people. From the stories of Dona Maria, told over steaming cups of café de olla, to Isabella's passion for her work at the market, it was the people I met that changed my trip from just a visit to an experience I'll remember forever. Tepic, you're not just a place you visit. You're a place that gets into your soul and changes you forever. You woke up a sense of wonder in me, a longing for real experiences, and a much deeper appreciation for the beauty of everyday things. You reminded me to slow down, to enjoy the simple things, to listen to the stories the wind whispers, and to embrace those unexpected detours that often lead to amazing discoveries. When I got on the plane, a bittersweet feeling came over me, that typical feeling of leaving a place you've come to love. But I also felt thankful for the memories, for what I learned, and for knowing that a piece of me will always stay in Tepic. So, if you're looking for a different kind of adventure, a trip that will feed your soul and please your senses, then I suggest go to Tepic, get lost in its culture, discover its hidden corners, and let it charm you. And when you leave, say hello to Tepic for me. Tell it I haven't forgotten how good it made me feel, and that one day I'll come back to continue our story.